So yesterday I went to an RTT at Raptor Tabletop Gaming, and this was the list that I took. So it wasn't a successful tournament as I lost two and won only one. Here are my results. So first game I played against Warren with his Grey Knights and won 86-58. Second game played Tom and lost 83-68. In my third game, it was really close. I lost to Noah 94-90. So I'll quickly just run through the three games. So first game with Warren, it wasn't going that well. He was ahead on points. Seemed to be shooting a lot of my stuff. He was running the Grotmus detachment. But towards turn 3, it started to turn around for me. Just because he started to run out of units to score with. So I had two turns where I was pretty much free to score and to pull the game in my favour. Second game against Tom, his Dark Angels. He had 2 units of Deathwing Knights and 1 unit of Inner Circle Companions with a Judicia, allowing them to fight first. He had a Repulsor Executioner, which one-shotted my Vindicator turn 1. Fair enough. I did put it out as a bit of a risky ploy. I was able to destroy the Executioner turn 1 with my shooting and my Accursed Cultists. But the way of the game was Tom was wiping out a unit of my Accursed every single time with his Inner Circle Companions. My mistake, I feel, was I was using my Predators to shoot at the Deathwing Knights, thinking that they were the bigger problem. But actually, it was the Inner Circle Companions who I didn't actually bother with. I kind of just left alone because I thought I'll get rid of the Deathwing Knights and I can deal with the rest after. But as I was bogged down with the Deathwing Knights, my Accursed Cultists were just getting obliterated by these fights first. Inner Circle Companions. Tom played a good game, and you know, even if I dealt with them, it would still have been a tight game. And then in game 3, Noah with his demons, he played a really good game as well. His Great Unclean One just would not die. I was sitting there, Vindicator Predators just shooting into him, basically the entire game. A Cursed Blob hitting into him, and Noah was just rolling those 4+s for days. He just kept rolling them, passing them all. So this allowed the rest of his army to start killing my stuff slowly. He had 2 more Great Demons. He had Scarbrand, and he had a Keeper of Secrets. And because it was Purge the Foe, kill 1, kill more, I couldn't keep up with the kill 1, kill more. So again, Noah played a brilliant game, beaten by 4 points, really close game. So yeah, that's how the tournament went. So this is my current list, as I said. So it consists of 3 units of Legionnaire, so 1, 2, and 3. It consists of AC/DC Blob, so Accursed Cultist and Dark Commune, 1, 2, and 3. It has 2 units of Raptors, so 2 units of Raptors here. Some Nurglings and a Beast of Nurgle at the back there. There's a little wave. It has Cypher. So my version of Cypher here, because I'm not a fan of the Cypher model. Some regular old Cultists here. And then 2 Predators and a Vindicator. So what I like to do is constantly evolve, and I look at the games that I played. I think, what could I have done better? How could I have won that tournament? How could I have won that game? And then I tweak my list and try and improve it. I almost thought, right, I'm going to take out the Accursed Blobs. They're very expensive. They're almost they're like 300 odd points per blob, or over 300 points per blob. So maybe it's time to ditch them and just run more traditional units. No one else seems to be doing very well with AC/DC blobs anymore. So maybe it's time to change. But I do love the models. I love the way they play. So I just can't get rid of them. So what I've done instead is I'm going to remove the Vindicator. So this is gone, which, yes, I know. Don't do it. Why are you doing that? I'm going to take out the Beast of Nurgle and the Nurglings. And the reason for these choices is the Beast of Nurgle, yeah, it came down. It's my deep strike threat. So it came down, but didn't really do much. You can't really kill anything. He doesn't die, but he can't kill anything. Nurglings are only there just to allow him to have a Beast of Nurgle. They again didn't really do a great deal. The man he screened out against Noah in game 3 with the demons. Warren, Grey Knights didn't. I can't even remember what they did that game. That's how useful they were. And then the same against the Dark Angels with Tom. Yeah, didn't really do much. Just came in, I think, turn 3 and just, yeah, did nothing. Vindicator, game 1, did some damage, killed I forgot they're called, the baby carriers, the Dreadnoughts. Killed a Dreadnought, I believe. Killed a few other bits and bobs, so it was fairly useful, and then got destroyed. In game 2, got one-shotted with Tom's Repulsor Executioner. My fault, bad positioning. Shouldn't have gambled on it. And then in game 3, he just sat there shooting at the ground clean one, not killing it. So I thought, Predators seem to be doing just as much work, and they are 140 points, whereas the Vindicator is 185. Vindicator D6 plus 3, so it's quite random. Damage is D6, so shooting his Deathwing Terminators, yeah, maybe it can get that high damage where it can one-shot a Terminator, but it's the luck of the draw. It just has that main cannon. The 2+ save is good and toughness 11, but it was much better when it had when we had our armor contempt could be used for the entire shooting phase. That was brilliant, but can't do that. Only can do it against one round of shooting now, one lot of shooting, so it's lost a bit there. So my new plan is I'm going to bring in a Rhino, which needs a bit more paint on it, another Rhino, and a Predator. Yes, I know, it's not even built yet, but Predator, 2 Rhinos. You're probably thinking, how does that match up with that? It doesn't exactly, but Predator is swapping for the Vindicator, so again, cheaper points, and then I'm ditching the Beast of Nurgle and the Nurgling, so they're my deep strike threat. And what I like to do, which I used successfully before, is I'd run a Rhino, I'd put 2 units of Legionnaires in there, maybe 1 unit this time round, and then they'd come in from tactical reserves, turn 2, turn 3, and they're actually threatening. They're coming behind enemy lines, 3 units, deploy homers, whatever. But then there's actually enough there, 2 squads of Legionnaires and a Rhino. He's fairly threatening, can do some damage to most things that we sit on a home field objective, or just shore at one side of the board that that needs a bit of help. And then the other Rhino can sit there, springboard out my remaining Legionnaires and Cypher, give him a bit of protection, turn 1, and can then go off and do secondary objectives. Also with the tactical reserves Rhino, it also protects the Legionnaires. If the Legionnaires or a squad of Raptors or whatever just dropped in, rapid ingress maybe, they could just be shot to pieces if they're not positioned very well. With the Rhino, drop them in, can move 12 if it needs to, and then jump out and shoot, or it can do an action or whatever needs being done, or they can just jump out, and then they've got a 9-inch move, 3-inch disembark, 6-inch move, got advance and charge as well, so can be quite nice. So yeah, Vindicator's not cutting it for me. I'm going to drop it out, see what happens. And yeah, so if you think I'm crazy getting rid of the Vindicator, if you're a big fan of Rhinos or the Predator spam, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. My next tournament is Battlefield Birmingham, which is not next weekend, the weekend after. And then after that, I've got the Manchester GT booked in. So any thoughts, any comments, just let me know.